Greetings, salutations, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Card here with my partner in crime,
Hey guys, what's up? It's OTK.
and we are here for ABBA. And the music video today is Eagle. This comes as a request from Kimura. Thank you, of course, for the request. Now, as always, this is not my area of expertise, so I'm gonna have to turn it over to my partner in crime.
I know we're gonna have to get Patreons to start
Yeah.
mixing it up. Even though I appreciate who we have and what you guys suggest, because eventually down the line I would have suggested it anyway. You're just beating me to the punch. I'm a huge ABBA fan. ABBA is part of my main three when it comes to music, my ABC of music, and that's ABBA, Blondie, and Cher. Those are kind of the standards of music that I live by, and then everything else kind of trickles down. I love ABBA so much that I made it a point to go to the UK last year to go see the ABBA Voyage concert, and it changed my life. I'm such an ABBA fan since a very young age, to the point where my friends in high school were calling me ABBA freak. Like, okay, I'm so obsessed. I met my first girlfriend through an ABBA forum. Like, that's how deep this shit runs, right? I think you'll get most out of the production and the musical voice stylings of Annie Frida, and Agneta, the A's of ABBA. Listening to their music and fundamentally trying to understand it has changed my life and my perspective on what music can be. Just because the four members are involved in some way in what it is, in the creation of it, right?
It's time to check out Eagle. I already know.
Oh my god.
And this is from the 70s. Is this the oldest song we checked out so far now?
It might be, yeah.
Okay. I wonder if my mom, I gotta ask my mom. It was an eagle. There's a TV show that had this that played at the ending. I wonder if it was Ozark. It might have been Ozark.
I think it was, because I think I saw that one episode.
Yeah. So it's two girls and two guys, right? Okay.
Yes. And they were married at some point.
Them sing at the same time, the harmonizations. They are singing at the same time, right? Or am I bugging? They are. Okay, and I'm hearing the other trackings in the back now. Mm.
Ah, ah.
You know, it's like it fits into the. I was like, with the music video is real like psychedelic.
Yep.
Yes, like the music fits into
Oh
the
man.
psychedelic vibes. Yeah. So the song, I'm pretty like, all right. I'm not. I can't say I'm pretty sure because I'm not sure. I believe this song was playing in Ozark. In Ozark is it's a great series to me.
Mhm.
And that's why I was like, oh yeah, like I felt like I have heard this song. It may not be Ozark, but it was the ending of
Yeah,
some show I know I recently watched. With
that's
an
that's also
yeah
the other thing about ABBA. They've just crawled their way into many different things depending
yeah
on who's producing the music soundtrack for stuff.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah. So in terms of, all right, so if I'm giving grades, right, I'm gonna
Mhm.
give the song. So yo, I for a minute I couldn't tell if it was one singer or two singers. I'm just like, yo, the
Mhm.
harmonization. Cause I'm like, I'm seeing, all right, and then I'm like, I'm listening closely. I'm just like, yo, why they sound like one voice and it sounds crazy.
Mhm.
But there
Mhm.
is like a slight like difference that you can when I start to hear more closely, it's like, all right, that is two voices. The guys,
Mhm.
I did hear like the guys a little bit in
Mhm.
it as well, like during their main portions, but it's mainly your two vocalists. And I'm gonna
Yep.
learn names eventually, right? You know, like
Mhm.
just like what we do with K-pop and J-pop, we'll learn names
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
Song, I'm at a 9 to 10 at the moment because like, yo, that I really like the vocalization and I really like the harmonization that we were getting, especially during the chorus. I think the chorus is definitely my favorite portion of the song, and then the first verse as well. But it was like, yo, it was like, yo, it was so trippy because it's like, oh, am I hearing? I feel like I'm hearing one voice, but there's
Yep.
two people on the screen in front of me that are singing,
Yep.
and their voices just marry each other so much. I'm like, yo, is this one voice? That's why I had to make sure. Like, I'm looking over at you. I'm like, yo, this can't be this can't be like two people. This is one person.
Mhm.
But nah, but
Mhm.
it's actually two people. So and you know what? Thinking about I know I've only heard one other ABBA song, and that's Dancing Queen, right? Like,
Mhm.
and that's whenever like it comes over. But I have not seen the music
Mhm.
video. I know
Mhm.
Girls' Generation was supposed to do that's what
Yeah,
people we talked about that before, right? Yeah,
we talked about this when funnily enough, we watched Kylie Minogue's cover of
yeah,
Dancing Queen
Dancing Queen, yeah,
during one of her lives, one of her concerts.
yeah,
And I talked about how when it comes to Girls' Generation,
mm-hmm.
it's called Dancing Queen,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually it's actually a music cover of Duffy's Mercy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
which was like
So
that was the controversy back in our days
right.
with
And people
K-pop.
are like,
Yeah,
well, why isn't it Abbas?
yeah,
And then a lot of people who are in the know were like, oh, so it's Duffy, which is okay,
yeah,
because Duffy
yeah,
oh god, the Duffy story drives me crazy. But like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, that's an amazing song too.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's like the permeation of ABBA through international global pop culture
mm-hmm.
is the shockwaves are still felt to this day.
Yeah,
Like I cannot stress enough that I think when people are like, well, it's old, it's 70s, and there's, it's pop music or it's dance music or folk music because
mm-hmm.
they used to dabble in folk music too, or it's experimental or it's disco. People kind of just like, well, it's of its time. I don't
Mm-hmm.
need to. And I'm just like, no, you really should. There's something
Good
for
to
everyone, I
appreciate.
think, to
Yeah,
take away and appreciate when it comes to this group. Um, yeah,
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 yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, so song I'm at a 9 to 10. The music video I'm about a 8. because for its time, you know, like this stuff, like especially we're at video editing because we're coming away from black and white. And so when you notice like the video editing and the Eagles and then like the disco times and whatnot, this is pretty much what I expect from the time. That's why I wanted to make sure of the era that we're in, because I think this is officially the oldest, one of the oldest videos that we have reacted to. Well, that because when was the Wham song released in?
Oh, 80s. That's
80s. Okay,
80s.
that's 80s. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
This is the oldest music video that we've reacted to. Yes.
Yeah.
And oldest song, I think. I don't think
Oldest
we've
song.
listened to anything older than this. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, because like this is
Actually,
no, this is
I don't know. Wait, depending.
82?
No, that this came out came out
okay.
7 okay, so wait, Arrival came out 76. I think this is 75. Right?
Okay.
No, or 76. Either 75 or 76, because I think Voulez-Vous came out 77 or 78.
Okay.
Anyway. It's between this and Wishing on a Star.
Wishing on a Star, okay.
That's the two oldest songs that we've listened to and performances.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. That's for me. What about you? What were your feelings?
Yeah, like 10 I mean, it's pretty much
yep.
Like this is one of those songs for me personally that really does lift my spirits. Because when I think about just the lyrics itself, right? It's quite an uplifting song, or a song that's full of wonder, and questioning, and then married with the openness of the music behind it and the instruments used, and that idea of, like you said, psychedelica. That's like so, I don't know. So not even just watching it, right? Because when I saw the music video when I was younger, obviously it changed me, because I was like, oh crap, wow, that's eagles and mountains. Wow, I feel like I'm in a different space altogether. Just listening to the song itself, it's just like, to me, it always goes so deep. Like, is it true I'm an eagle? Is it true I could spread my wings? And it's just like, yeah, okay, I can't. It is true. I can go anywhere, and the people around me, we have a good time. We ask each other's questions. We figure each other out. We get like that's what this song feels like, right? Where you meet your flock. Yeah. You know, you question who they are, and then you find a common ground, and you become a family, right? And then you start questioning yourself, and am I able to be a part of this? Am I like them? And then it's just like, yeah, I fucking am. I'm also, I could fly. I can fly. And it always just like, it just feels something bigger inside of me whenever I listen to the song. So it's obviously 10 out of 10 bias plus 100. It is one of my favorite ABBA singles. And then honestly, watching this in a light show so big was crazy. Well, that was like, I should have been on drugs for that. That would have been crazy. The music video itself, like, I agree, I give it like an 8, but I also understand the time when it's coming from and the production behind it. I also know of other promotional videos at the time, and how they're quite similar and different, what could be done with technology at the time, what they've done too with other videos, and what their videography is like through the years. So it's always like comparing. Like I said, I like the movie cut of this more, even though that's just more of an editing thing, edit mini set kind of thing. It's nothing as grand as what this is trying to project on the screen, right? I also think about the production of this song, and just listening to the music of it itself, like without the lyrics. You know, obviously, Frida's the redhead, Agneta's the blonde. Then there's Benny and Bjorn. And I think the talents of Benny and Bjorn producing or helping produce the song, there's also that too. Like I said, the instruments that are used for it, how it sounds, how big it sounds, how you can put this on in a concert arena. You could throw it on your TV in your living room. You could play it outside, and it's everywhere. Just feels big.
Yeah.
It's one of those grand songs. And then the magic of Frida and Agneta's voices, where they're so talented. Like it is trying to figure out, if you're not watching them or if they're not singing live, then it is trying to figure out who, when they're singing together, it's like, are they singing together or who's singing what, until you get to a song and you start understanding more the color, their individual colors of their voices.
Yeah.
This is a more of a duo as opposed to when Frida leaves or when Agneta leaves. So I think this was like a good place to start and then to go from there. But yeah, video 8 song, I just every time. And this is, yeah, if I'm ever gonna be like, hey, listen to an ABBA song, you don't have to watch the video. This is something I
You
definitely
would
suggest to
recommend.
people.
Yeah.
This, I mean, yeah, the whole album is great. The whole album's great, but like, yeah, this is one of their, in my opinion, one of their best singles. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
I love ABBA.
Yeah.
I hope you guys too. Do after this.
Listen, we got a long ride awaiting for us, especially when we tackle even more ABBA songs as we go on throughout the next year, especially. But once again, major shout outs and thank yous to Kimura for the recommendation.
Thank you, Kimura.
Yep. And we'll be catching you guys for more ABBA pretty soon. So stay tuned.